Hi, my name is Miss Knight, and I started teaching and coaching basketball at Sunburst School almost 30 years ago. I'm still teaching, but I'd stopped coaching for a few years to take care of my family. Before I left, the Blazers had become a pretty exceptional organization. We had 15 perfect regular seasons and made it to the district championship for 15 consecutive years, winning it 12 times. Despite being able to reach such high expectations, being a member of the Lady Blazers was always about more than just basketball. It was a way to teach kids what it took to be successful in general. Every year we would focus on 9 important things that in some ways had nothing to do with basketball, yet were still the reason behind our success. When I recently started coaching again, I wanted to share this secret recipe with my new team, but I didn't feel they were always necessarily getting the connection between the 9 important things and success. So I reached out to some of my former students and asked them to share how these 9 important things have impacted their lives. As I put together this video for my students, I also realized that it could be meaningful for my peers in education as well. Oftentimes we wonder, is anyone listening? Does what we teach every day really make a difference? Well, as so often is the case, my students ended up teaching me. So, for all of you educators out there, yes, you do indeed make a difference. These are just a few of my former students telling this year's Lady Blazers some of the important things that sports can teach kids. Some of their lives have taken on extraordinary turns, but I also know that for each one of them, there are many more out there in the world who are people with extraordinary character, whose chosen paths, although perhaps not as glamorous, are just as positive and impactful on our world, and I'm proud of all of them. Here to talk about the 9 important things that sports can teach kids are my former students and Sunburst Lady Blazers.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Richardson and I'm a professional athlete. I was selected by the Dallas Charge in the first round of the National Pro Fast Pitch College Draft. That means I get paid to play the game that I love. During the off-season, I am on the coaching staff of the Arizona State softball team. I grew up here in Phoenix, but I received a scholarship to play softball at the University of Minnesota. There, I went on to become an academic All-American, a 2-time NFCA All-American, and I was the 2013 Big Ten Tournament Most Valuable Player. While all those awards are great, my thing I'm most proud of is becoming a 2-time Big Ten champion. I was a Big Ten champion as a junior as a player, and I was a Big Ten champion last year as a coach. We got both of these rings. Maybe one day you'll be one in my shoes. None of these dreams would have come true when I was in elementary school if I did not learn how to become a great person. Today, I want to talk to you about Mrs. Knight's 9 important things that sports can teach kids, specifically about the importance of teamwork. The Blazers define teamwork as working with a group of people to achieve one common goal. Your job might not be the most fun for the one that makes you the hero. But let me tell you, every single person on a team has a role. And really accepting that role and becoming the best at that role that you can be is what's going to make your team great. So really, teamwork never leaves you, and I can't stress enough how important it truly is. Oh yes, and you really do need to practice all your layups. Thank you.
Hey guys, my name is Amanda, and I was once a Lady Blazer just like you. In fact, I was part of the first ever Lady Blazer team with Mrs. Knight, and I'll tell you, it's still one of my most favorite years of my life because not only did I get to play basketball for the first time for Sunburst, but I got to have Miss Knight in my life, and she taught me so much more than just basketball. And now here I am, I'm 35 now, and I learned so much about the sport of basketball, but I learned so much about life from that one season with her. And I am now a mom. I have a 7 and a 5-year-old, and I have taken with those things with me from that very year, and I still apply them to my life today. I went to college, got a degree in nutrition and physiology, and then I got a master's degree to become a teacher, and I taught high school for 10 years, taught biology and anatomy. And then when I had kids of my own, I decided that I was going to pursue a passion for nutrition. And now I run my own business as a nutrition coach, which is really fun. So for a living, I teach people how to take care of their bodies. And what I do know is that you might have basketball in your life for a little while or a long time, but you are gonna have that body of yours forever. So I want you to realize that from playing sports, you learn something really important, and that is taking care of your body. So what does that mean to you right now? That means making sure that you choose to eat good foods that fuel your body. So think about eating healthy choices, trying to put vegetables on your plate, trying to eat foods that aren't so fried, and trying to stay away from fast food all the time. Because if you're like me, sometimes those foods don't feel good inside, and I know I can't perform at the top of my game. The other thing is thinking about water. We live in Arizona, it gets hot, not only in the summer, but the winter too. The other thing that's really important is learning to say no to things that are not gonna make your body perform at its top. And I'm talking about those influences from friends. You know the kind I'm talking about. Say no to those because they're gonna do nothing for your life that's gonna make you any better. So one thing I have to leave you with is this. Like I said before, the 1 year I had at Sunburst did a lot for my life, and I know it's gonna do the same for yours. So, once a Blazer, always a Blazer, and take good care of your bodies.
My name is Judith, and I used to be a Sunburst Lady Blazer. Being a Lady Blazer has taught me many things that I still use in my life today. Miss Knight helped teach me that hard work and practice really do pay off. I practiced very hard to become the best runner that I could be. I was even fast enough to earn a college scholarship to the University of Southern California. There, I was All-American, and I even have over 200 medals. None of my medals would matter if it wasn't for hard work and dedication, not only on the track, but also in the classroom. All of my hard work has finally paid off. After graduating from USC, I was accepted into a medical program. Now I have great big dreams and goals. However, without being a good person of character who is willing to work hard, none of my goals would have ever come true. Oh, and if you really want to be a Lady Blazer, you really need to practice your layups.
Hey y'all, my name is Julie and I used to be a Sunburst Lady Blazer. I owe so many of my accomplishments and life success to sports. I started playing basketball with Miss Knight at Sunburst, and then I went on to be a varsity player of the year for soccer, a volleyball co-captain, and a track state champion in high school. Then after high school I went on to play volleyball and soccer in college, and now I am the youngest Division II head coach for volleyball in history. And I owe that all to the 9 things that sports taught me about life, and one of those big things was doing things for the right reason. I know it might not always seem fair and everything's not always what you want it to be, but don't forget to do the right things for the right reason all the time. It's only going to benefit you in the long run. Stand up for what you believe in, not just because other people are standing up for it. That's really important. Ask yourself that question, all right? Well, you guys take care and practice those layups.
Hey there, Lady Blazers. My name is Jessica, and I am here to talk to you about the 9 important things that sports can teach kids. I'll be using the wonderful app of Snapchat to tell you guys why it is important to figure out what your priorities are and do that first. So many times your priorities may be things that are not too fun, like doing your chores, finishing your homework.
It's hard to sometimes worry about your priorities when you can be on Snap with fun filters like this.
But handling your priorities first allow for you to lay the foundation for some of the greatest experiences that you will ever have in life. Just doing my homework every single night and really focusing on what happens in the classroom allowed for me to get a scholarship to USC. Another major priority of mine meant going to practice. Going to practice every day gave me some of the greatest experiences ever. First off, I had 2 undefeated seasons as a Lady Blazer. I ran track and ran the 100-meter and 200-meter dashes, and I had so many records, and I even held a record for the World Youth 100-meter dash. Focusing on my priorities allowed for me to earn a scholarship to USC and run track, and it has been amazing.
So, what have we learned? Let's do a quick review.
Figure out those priorities. Doing your homework, going to practice, being with your family, whatever's important, you do those things first and great things will follow. You may not set records in the 100, you may not be undefeated, but I guarantee you will have experiences that will last a lifetime. Gotta go now. I am headed to a Laker game. See the way that works? You guys see that? Priorities, this video, fun stuff, Laker game. Go Lady Blazers.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Shaw, and I was once a Lady Blazer many years ago. I recently just graduated from ASU's nursing program, started school at Sunburst, Desert Foothills, and then Greenway. Being part of the Lady Blazers was super important for me because I learned a lot of life lessons that have been valuable to me. As a nurse, I work on a team every day, making sure that patients are safe and well taken care for and healthy. And one of the lessons I was lucky to learn from Ms. Knight back when I was a Blazer was the importance of being an honest person. When you lie to others, you're also lying to yourself, and that doesn't help the team and it doesn't help you. When people cheat in a game, whether you're cheating in your basketball game or other life scenarios, you're saying that winning is more important than being someone that can be trusted. Being honest helped me grow throughout my life. Again, as a nurse, I'm someone that people have to be able to trust. I can't just put my own needs and my own desires ahead of the team's and ahead of my patients. And I'm so lucky that I had Mrs. Knight to help teach me this lesson early on. Just little things like when you're at home on Christmas break doing your layup drills or studying your important offense and defense lists. Being honest with yourself is the only way you can actually get better. If you lie about how many layups you make, it doesn't mean you actually made more layups. It just means you're lying about it. So you're not actually getting better at this skill. I'm really grateful I got the chance to talk about honesty with all of you. I hope you're loving basketball and loving how fun layups and offense and defense are, but more importantly, you're learning skills early on that are going to help you become really good at whatever career you choose later on. All right, good luck, ladies. Bye.
My name is Sydney, and I'm Coach Knight's daughter. All my life, I've been a huge fan of the Sunburst Blazers. Knowing these 9 things has helped shape me into the person I am today. The phrase that resonates most with me is, don't be afraid to be good. Not everyone will be happy when you achieve something. Don't let that bother you. It was you being the best version of yourself that got you to that point. Don't be afraid to try new things, even if your friends don't share your new interests. I was very active in high school. I ran cross country and was a part of the theater program and National Honor Society, as well as an officer in the Educators Rising Club. My freshman year, I ran for student council office and didn't get elected, but I didn't give up. By my senior year, I was a student body vice president and was voted an outstanding senior as well as a student council student of the year. People might call you a goody-goody or think you are silly for spending so much time on homework or studying. These people aren't the ones you want around you. You should always give 100% and don't let anyone tell you the sky's the limit when there are footsteps on the moon. All my academic efforts paid off. I graduated from high school with a 4.55 GPA and over 30 college credits. I received so many college scholarships that I was able to live on campus at Grand Canyon University. I even applied for a National Education Association scholarship, knowing that only 1 or 2 people in the country would be selected. Not being afraid to be the best me that I could is what helped me earn that scholarship. Instead of focusing on what others might think of me in college, I continued to focus on my goals. I was a member of the Honors College and an officer in both Educators Rising Club and the Kappa Delta Pi Educational Honor Society. I was able to graduate from college in only 2.5 years because I had taken so many challenging courses in high school and earned college credits, as well as developed great study habits. Don't be afraid to aim high. You have the potential to do great things. Speaking of aiming high, don't be afraid to use that magic square when you practice your layups. And remember, like Miss Knight always told me, you'll miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Good luck, ladies.
Hi Lady Blazers, my name is Rhea and I was once a Sunburst Blazer just like you. During my time as a Blazer, I was lucky enough to play on the girls' basketball team, coached by Miss Knight of course. One of the many valuable lessons that I learned from my years at Sunburst, which has helped me to reach my goals, is the importance of taking responsibility. Just as Miss Knight says, if you blame the referee when you lose a game or blame your teachers when you get a bad grade, you will never have the opportunities to learn from your mistakes. You can't change the way a referee will call a game or the way a teacher will teach a class. Concentrate on doing what you can do to make things better. If you want to have a successful life, start by taking responsibility for your actions and learning from your mistakes. When I was young, I always wanted to be a nurse and to travel all around the world. Learning to be responsible has helped me to reach my goals of becoming a nurse, which has allowed me to travel the world. I have traveled to China, Greece, Italy, Thailand, Vietnam, Peru, Ecuador, Morocco, Nicaragua, Australia, and many, many more places. Another goal I had set for myself as a young adult was to travel to every continent by the time I turned 30, except Antarctica, because honestly, who wants to be that cold? By taking responsibility of my schooling and learning from my mistakes, I was able to achieve that goal by the time I was 28. You are the one that determines the level of success that you have in your life. Any goal is possible as long as you take responsibility for your actions and keep dreaming big. Go out and show the world what you've got, ladies.
Hello, my name is Demira Zaherdes, and I am a former Sunburst Elementary School Lady Blazer. I can recall learning the 9 important things that sports can teach you many years ago with Coach Knight. I've used that list as a basic moral compass. It has guided me through a successful high school career, graduating with honors. It has also helped me through my college career, graduating number 1 in my field. Upon graduating, I was able to acquire a couple different jobs in different fields that followed my passions, and I am currently a youth development professional with the Boys and Girls Club of Albany, working with kids every single day and trying to instill in them the same things that were instilled in me from that list that you are memorizing right now. Out of everything on that list, I would have to say that the golden rule, or treat others the way you would want to be treated, is the most important in my life. Though everything on the list can guide you to financial security and financial success, I believe that learning how to respect others and learning how to treat others has guided me in maintaining and creating some of the most meaningful relationships at home and at work and with friends and family, and some of the most meaningful experiences in my life.